media.
International press that today is attending this presentation. Welcome to the Gillette representatives, and thank you for these partnerships. Today we are extending partnership for regional situation. Now Gillette becomes one of our global partners. Okay, we are very proud to be the only football club that today is in the partnerships with Gillette. Gillette is a brand very well known for the great ambassadors, for the great deals that are around of the sports, and clearly the way that we have started first regionally, now globally with Gillette is the way that we want to consolidate our position as the most beloved club on the world. That means the open of the office in New York, the office in Hong Kong, together with alliances as we are today presenting with Gillette, is the one that we want to consolidate the position of our club around the world. We share many values also with Gillette. One of the key factors in the success of Gillette around the world, in the men's world, is the precision. And we need to say that also precision is one of the key factors in our unique style of play. The precision, the possession of the ball, and let me say that is one of the things that we can share today with Gillette. It's for this that just let me say that we welcome you between all of us as a global partner. Thank you for the confidence in FC Barcelona, and clearly we are going to enjoy a great relationship. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias, señor Royo. Now it's time to listen Mr. Francesco Tortora. He's the Gillette's Global Brand Director. Welcome, and now it's your turn.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here, and it's a pleasure for me to be here to announce this amazing partnership. With the belief that basically there's absolutely no shortcut to anywhere worth going. I think that this relationship solidify the commitment of these two organizations to basically groom the next generation of men in whichever shape or form. As Mr. Arroyo was saying, precision and the belief that every small detail can make the biggest difference are really at the heart of what these two organizations believe. Okay? In Gillette, we've been improving and making and honing and sharpening all of our razors for the last 110 years. Our founders used to say we will stop making razor blades when we can't keep them any better. And we do that for more than 750 million guys around the world. From the young guys that start shaving, from the experts that use our tools for their own shaving needs. Clearly, the same way Barcelona is, it's a landmark and a reference when it comes to the precision of the play, a play that made them successful and famous. And but also what's amazing is how many, how good they are in grooming the new players, and how many of them are actually homegrown talents. And so talking about players, does anybody know about a certain Neymar Jr.? Okay, you heard about it, good. Well, most of you know him because of his major achievements in the pitch. I tend to like him because of his relationship with Gillette and the role that he played in the Olympics campaign that we just had, but also in the role that he will play for our new program on Mac 3. He's an amazing ambassador. He helped us to connect with a lot of guys around the world. But also so for this reason we went to him and actually asked him to share and to inspire guys by sharing some of those click moments. Those moments when every guy realizes that, what you were doing in the past are not just good anymore and you want to step up your game. Well, we used him and some of his teammates to actually look at that. You'll have a sneak peek of this later on. But this is certainly the best venue for us to actually solidify this partnership. Before we bring the men to the stage, which I believe is one of the reasons why you're all here, I just want to thank FC Barcelona for hosting us, the Camp Nou organization. You've given us an amazing few days together. You've really given us opportunities and experiences that I don't think anybody will do again. This is really a place where you breathe football. It's the temple of the game, I would say. So thanks again for hosting us. And without any further ado, so thanks again, and then join me to wish to Neymar and FC Barcelona all the best for this season. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tortora. Com bé deia, tots coneixem el
Just like he was saying, we all know the main character, the protagonist that is missing. And we'll now like to welcome a major football player, not just in FCB, but in the global football, Neymar Jr., ambassador for Gillette as well.
Ney.
Hola.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm happy to be here together with FCB and Gillette, and I hope that we enjoy this and that we are all happy about this. And I think we have a video clip where you participated. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about it. Yeah, I may look a bit weird on that video, but yeah, it was funny. It was funny recording that video with the other guys. That was really funny. So let's go and see it. Yeah, so let's now see this video titled
Police with information so raises
this and use your
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Good job. Bueno.
Obrigado, Neymar. De seguida passem a les preguntes.
Obrigado, Neymar. And now we will have the questions from the media. But before that, we will be having the photo call for the representatives of Gillette and FCB.
Un presente.
Muchas gracias.
Sí. Sí. Don?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, the audio is not reaching us. We cannot translate because we are not listening properly to the host. Sorry for that.
Dos, tres, sí. Míriam Nadal per Barça TV, dues...
Miriam Nadal, Barça TV. A couple of questions for Vice President Manuel Arroyo and then for Mr. Tortora. For Mr. Arroyo, the significance of this partnership with such a global brand as Gillette is, and along these lines, along these strategic lines of the opening of the New York office, I mean, the importance, the significance of this global partnership, even though you've mentioned that. And also, why did you, Mr. Tortora, looked into FCB rather than some other club? Well, that's easy, because in order to consolidate our position in the world, in marketing, it seems obvious that we need to be hand in hand with major brands that help us promote our message. Of course, no doubt the results that the FCB has on the pitch is important, but any strengthening, any tying binds with this is important.
Is
the best football can get. We are the best the man can get. But jokes aside, I mean, really what we were talking about, the values of the precision of the play, the importance of starting with homegrown people, growing them up. This is basically what we've been doing for 110 years, grooming the next generations. And every time with different challenges, every time with different styles. But that's exactly why we like this type of partnership and the fact that it's now global and the importance of a brand like FC Barcelona together with Gillette in promoting the game, but also in promoting those values of precision, of looking for the, there's no shortcuts for anywhere worth going.
Buenas, Gabriel Castro.
Gabriel Castro from America Television, Peru.
For you to be the leader of all Brazil's Olympic champions.
Para mim é
To me, I was proud in participating on that fact, on that event. It's something that we've been after for long, and then we as players need to face challenges. But I just did not become the leader because I wanted to, but I was the captain. But now we also have some new players that could also be seen as leaders, precisely at the time when it was most required. So things turned out fine, and I think that we must thank all the players because they were all important. Not just me, but everyone.
Hello, Neymar, Joel Camacho,
Neymar, Joel Camacho,
and Suarez about the last season's record of 130 goals. Do you feel able to exceed this record this season?
Tem que trabalhar.
Well, it takes hard work. It's not easy to score. And when we are together, we can create opportunities. And hopefully, we are able to reach these high. But we will be helped in here by our partners, by other colleagues. And the most important thing is, of course, to win many tournaments.
Hi, Mauricio Cabrera from Juan Football. The Brazilian football became global, acquired characteristics from the European style, and started to decline its results. Do you consider that the Brazilian national team has lost its joy and especially its authenticity?
No.
No. I think that we went through some difficult years, but we've always had very high quality players, and we are looking for our best identity, our best game, and now coach is implementing his tactics and his style of play in our team. And Brazil will always have some quality players, and if properly trained, if properly coached, I'm sure that we can manage. Jody Grau, TV3. In recent hours, Mr. Magno Rivero has explained from Brazil that you met this summer with a responsible from Paris Saint-Germain, but told you about the possibility to become the best paid football player in the world. Could you confirm that, if there was such an opportunity? And why did you decide to end up with Football Club Barcelona? Well, I've been in discussions with many people, not just one, and I decided to stay here at FCB because I feel at home here, and I'm so happy here, and I'm happy with my colleagues and with my teammates, and I belong to Barca, so this is why I decided to stay. Hello, Edgar Gofornos, RAC, in the radio station. I would like to know What's your feeling at the very beginning of this season? Are you happy, and what are your prospects for this season? Yes, I'm happy. I'm really happy because the team started fine, and now with FCB, I think that we will have a very good season, and this is what we work for, and this is what we train for, in order to deliver in our job, and of course enjoying when on the pitch, which is the most important part.
Hello, Valentin Mihail, ProTV Romania. So, you are wearing the number 11 shirt at FC Barcelona, same worn by Gheorghe Hagi, also play here. He's also born the same day as you, February 5th. Do you have any recollection of him as a player?
¿Cuál es el nombre?
If you remember him as a player, Gheorghe Hagi.
Perdona. No, no me acuerdo.
No, I don't remember him. But I'm sure if you're mentioning him, he must be a good player. And I'm always proud to wear the shirt that some other top player has worn before. I'm sorry if I did not know him, but so far I've been lucky wearing that shirt.
Hola, Jolanta Zasempa, Sport. Can you imagine yourself as a football coach in the future? Have you ever think about that? Puedes decirme en castellano, por favor.
No.
No, I don't. It's not something that has crossed my mind. No, forget about it. I mean, in the future, your career? No, after this, my career on the beach, I've been with my family and enjoying what I've managed to get so far. But I don't know what may come in 10, 15 years, but like right now it's not something that crossed my mind, no. Marc Garriga, Catalunya Radio.
In Israel, first of all, you have many fans in Israel. People loves you in Barcelona. And my question is, you talk about your goal. And last year, you couldn't achieve what you really want to win the Champions League. What you will do different this season to win it, because you are the best team in the world?
Or you mean, why do we have the best team in the world? Are we the best player in the world? And this is why we have the best team in the world. Well, last year we did not manage to get the Champions Cup, but yet it was a great season nevertheless. And we won some other tournaments, and now we have to start again. And from now on, we need to envision our goals, our prospects, so that we can manage to get them. And I'm sure it will be a great season for us, and I'm sure that we will manage to get many more cups and tournaments. Marc Garriga, Catalunya Radio. Along the lines of Mr. Grau's question, Wagner Ribeiro confessed his offer to the ESP channel in Brazil, like 40 million euros net per year. Was that indeed the offer proposed by Paris Saint-Germain to you? Well, I cannot confirm that because I don't like talking about figures, and I've already said here that indeed I was in talks with many different teams, not just one, and I chose to stay here at FCB with my teammates where I feel at home. And again, as I said, I belong to Barca and I'm really happy here, and I hope I will enjoy the city more, and not just the city but on the pitch mostly.
Hi, this is Gizem from Turkey. When you were in Brazil, when you were a little child, could you ever imagine your achievements today? And what are the most important milestones in your life?
As a child, I only wanted to play football and to mimic my idol, Ronaldinho. I wanted to be like him, I wanted to play in Dos Santos, I wanted to play in FCB, I wanted to play for the national team, and I've managed. And just that would be great. But then with the cups, the tournaments we've won, I think I'm living a dream here. I'm living my dream, and I will continue because I just can't stop. I really enjoy this, and I really enjoy playing football. I'm happy as it is, and I'd like to thank Jose for he has given me everything. If there's anything I could ask, the only thing would be that I'm really thankful. Jorge Foscarot from the FBM magazine. If you were to change one single rule in football, what would that be? Well, just one? Yeah, just pick one. Okay, so one single rule to change? That's difficult. But that's difficult. I think when celebrating, you know, and taking your shirt off and you are celebrating with people, you used to do that, you could do that, and you got no yellow card, even if you stripped your shirt off. Now it's no longer the case. You cannot even celebrate, you have to celebrate quick enough and go back to the midfield, otherwise you'll get reprimanded by the referee. Good afternoon. From Eduardo Rosa from FCB.cat. First time it was 122, and now you've scored 12 goals scored. So your goal is leveling it up year after year? Well, the secret, I would say, that is making it better day after day, and I really like that because I want to really make it better. Like, yesterday was a great day, but today should be better, and tomorrow even better. And this is what I'm aiming at in life. And this is what we are aiming at as a team. We must always play good or better for everything, at every match. And if we can do that to support our team and to support our teammates, and hopefully, yes, this season we'll manage to break that 130 mark.
I'm Al Mahdi from Quora.com. Actually, I'm going to talk about something different. Would you tell us about the first time you shave your beard, your experience about this, comparison with this shaving regime in this time? Also, we rarely see you with beard. Growing beard. So, do you see that it's comfortable to you as a player to play with a clean shave?
La primera vez que...
Well, the first time I shaved, I had no beard. I mean, I just some hair in here, but I still wanted to do it. That was my first time, and if I were to ask something, I would love to be hairless, at least in my face. And according to Messi, well, I mean, I know that he's changed his style, and also blonde or fair. I think it's fine. Maybe it can be improved. There's some room for improvement, but it's quite handsome, Mr. Messi now. Yep. Jean-Luc, Mundo Deportivo. The other day when played against Celtic, Glasgow, you scored many goals. Are you getting a better understanding with Leo Messi, and how did you manage to let him kick when doing it? Yeah, I have quite a good understanding with him, and that's something easy. He's the best player I've ever seen playing, and when you play with someone like him, it's really easy to get to know one another and to know if you can manage with the ball you can reach and so on. And I think that he lets you kick at sometimes when because he really knows about it and he's a good mate, just like him and Suarez, and we always talk with one another and we always support and help one another. And so in these instances I may kick a foul kick and it's good. Yep.
The commercial is very funny, but I would like to make it serious and ask you if you remember at a very young age when your destiny really clicked to what's happening now. Maybe a sad thing, maybe something that your father did for you or your family. I know I have just one question, but I want to know what's on your locker from the Bible and what does it mean for you?
No me he entendido al final.
Sorry, I did not get the last part of the question. Could you repeat the last part of the question? I did not get that.
I know that you have a Corinthian piece from the Bible on your locker, and I would like to know what is it about for you.
Yo tuve una infancia muy feliz.
I had a very happy childhood. And even though I may not have that many things, my father tried to give us everything, to me and my sister, and he really worked hard to provide us with a better life. And after I got some money playing football, first thing we bought was a house, and it's something that I'm proud of, because providing your parents with a house is something that's difficult to attain. And about the Bible, I'm a churchgoer, and with my mother, with my family, also some friends, and what I have here in my locker is about a prayer, about being protected against something that may happen, and it's a kind of a reference to me, because this is something I always talk about with my father before any match, or with my mother. And since I'm a family guy and I pray when going to the church, we always meet at home and we gather together to thank God for the things He has done in my life. And I will always remember my childhood. This is why I have it in there, because it was a good stage, but yet we also went through many dire situations, just like any family, I guess. And I thank God for being there and helping me.
Daniela from Mexico City, Milenio Televisión. What happened
Daniela, Mexico City.
past years? What do you attribute the crisis?
Es difícil contestar.
Now that's a difficult one. I don't see that as a crisis. In recent years, we've always had quality players, and just like I said before, Brazil will always have top players. No matter the years, there will always be some top players. But we did not get the World Cup. There was much pressure in Brazil, but I think we still have a very good team and a very good coach now, and I'm sure that we will get some things.
Hola Neymar, soy de
Hello, Neymar, Dewin Sports from Colombia. I was asked to ask you in English, but since you have such a very good Spanish, I will make my question in Spanish. Great. So, you faced Colombia in the Olympics soon enough, and all you won us, and also in Manaus. I would like to know your views about Colombia. I know that this is the Colombian national team who also wants to participate, and thank you very much for your kindness. Colombia is doing really well. It has grown significantly in football. I think it has some very good players that I love, like James and Cuadrado. And these are very good quality players, and it has a good team. And I'm happy we won them in the Olympics and now in the kickoffs. And yes, and scoring, well, I'm sorry, but it's my work. But I think that this is a national team that will give you with many happy days ahead, and there are many very good young players in it. Andres Corpas, Mundo newspaper. A clarification before. Anything happened? Because we've been waiting here for over an hour. Everything's fine? Yeah, sorry, I was concluding with my treatment. So, okay, so thanks. Yeah, about your renewal and your continuation within the team, you gave us some explanations, like you feel yourself at home, and you picture yourself here for long. But do you picture yourself in FCB for your whole career? And do you picture yourself, do you consider yourself a model player in Barca, or? Yeah, I don't see myself outside FCB. It's something that I have not pictured yet, and again, I feel at home here, just like I said before. I'm really happy of being here, and I feel just like any one of my teammates, an important part of the team, and hopefully my play will help more and more my team. I think this will be a great season, not just to me, but to FCB overall. Ivan Rao, may I make the question in Portuguese?
Anunciados os 3 finalistas, você disse que esperava.
Sorry, but there is no translation from Portuguese.
Para esse ano, a gente está há pouco tempo do anúncio dos 3 finalistas de novo. Você espera repetir esse feito, tá? De novo na final da Bola de Ouro. E eu queria saber também quem que você acha que é o favorito para vencer.
Eu espero sim tá entre os 3 outra vez. Favorito acho que é difícil. É difícil você dizer quem é o favorito. Para mim, Messi é o melhor. Ganhou 2 títulos, porém Cristiano vem muito bem também com 2 títulos importantes, e às vezes isso pode acabar pesando, que às vezes hoje em dia acaba não ganhando o melhor, Se for para eleger sempre o melhor, Messi não tem mais que participar da Bola de Ouro, tem que deixar ele de fora e dar uma só para ele. E aí sobra mais um espaço. Mas eu estou muito feliz com o que vem acontecendo na minha vida. Eu ganhei um título muito importante para o Brasil. E como título importante vale, espero que isso possa pesar no final e eu possa sim estar indo às 3.
Gracias a todos. Obrigado.
Thank you very much. Obrigado, Neymar. I'm sorry, and apologies for having you waiting for an hour. Thank you. Thank you for your attendance, and we'll now bring this event to a close.
Have a nice day.
El nom en aquesta màniga vol dir que som el patrocinador oficial del Futbol Club Barcelona. El nom amb totes les altres coses que fem vol dir que som el patrocinador oficial de tot el que és teu i tot el que és meu. Som el patrocinador oficial de la teva samarreta de la sort. Comences la dieta demà, oi? Sí, també som el patrocinador oficial de la dieta de demà. Som el patrocinador oficial d'aquest esperit d'equip. I d'aquest som Beko.
A unique club is arriving to the city that never sleeps. Football Club Barcelona. A club admired for its history. A different club thanks to its formative model of soccer. A club beloved for its social projects which focus on children. A global club that wants to grow both in Barcelona and in the rest of the world. A unique club that has the best players in the world.
No me entendí del final.
Sorry, I did not get the last part of the question. Could you repeat the last part of the question? I did not get that.
I know that you have a piece, a Corinthian piece from the Bible on your locker, and I would like to know what is it about for you.
Yo tuve una infancia muy feliz.
I had a very happy childhood. And even though I may not have that many things, my father tried to give us everything, to me and my sister, and he really worked hard to provide us with a better life. And after I got some money playing football, first thing we bought was a house, and it's something that I'm proud of, because providing your parents with a house is something that's difficult to attain. And about the Bible, I'm a churchgoer, and with my mother, with my family, also some friends, and what I have here in my locker is about a prayer, about being protected against something that may happen, and it's a kind of a reference to me, because this is something I always talk about with my father before any match, or with my mother. And since I'm a family guy and I pray when going to the church, we always meet at home and we gather together to thank God for the things He has done in my life. And I will always remember my childhood. This is why I have it in there, because it was a good stage, but yet we also went through many dire situations, just like any family, I guess. And I thank God for being there and helping me.
Daniela from Mexico City, Milenio Televisión. What happened
Daniela, Mexico City.
past years? What do you attribute the crisis?
Es difícil contestar.
Now that's a difficult one. I don't see that as a crisis. In recent years, we've always had quality players, and just like I said before, Brazil will always have top players. No matter the years, there will always be some top players. But we did not get the World Cup. There was much pressure in Brazil, but I think we still have a very good team and a very good coach now, and I'm sure that we will get some things.
Hola Neymar, soy de
Hello Neymar, Dewin Sports from Colombia. I was asked to ask you in English, but since you have such a very good Spanish, I will make my question in Spanish. Great. So you faced Colombia in the Olympics soon enough, and you won us, and also in Manaus. I would like to know your views about Colombia. I know that this is the Colombian national team who also wants to participate. And thank you very much for your kindness. Colombia is doing really well. It has grown significantly in football. I think it has some very good players that I love, like James and Cuadrado. And these are very good quality players, and it has a good team. And I'm happy we won them in the Olympics and now in the kickoffs. And yes, and scoring. Well, I'm sorry, but it's my work. But I think that this is a national team that will give you with many happy days ahead, and there are many very good young players in it. Andres Corpas, Mundo newspaper. A clarification before. Anything happened? Because we've been waiting here for over an hour. Everything's fine? Yeah, sorry, I was concluding with my treatment. Sorry. Okay, so thanks. Yeah, about your renewal and your continuation within the team, you gave us some explanations, like you feel yourself at home, and you picture yourself here for long. But do you picture yourself in FCB for your whole career? And do you picture yourself, do you consider yourself a model player in Barca? Or yeah, I don't see myself outside FCB. It's something that I have not pictured yet, and again, I feel at home here, just like I said before. I'm really happy of being here, and I feel just like any one of my teammates, an important part of the team, and hopefully my play will help more and more my team. I think this will be a great season, not just to me, but to FCB overall. Ivan Rau, may I make the question in Portuguese?
Anunciados os 3 finalistas, você disse que esperava.
Sorry, but there is no translation from Portuguese.
Para esse ano, né, a gente está há pouco tempo do anúncio dos 3 finalistas de novo. Você espera repetir esse feito, tá? De novo na final da Bola de Ouro. Eu queria saber também quem que você acha que é o favorito para vencer.
Eu espero sim tá entre os 3, né, outra vez. Favorito acho que é difícil, né? É difícil você dizer quem é o favorito. Para mim, Messi é o melhor. Ganhou 2 títulos, porém Cristiano vem muito bem também com 2 títulos importantes, e às vezes isso pode acabar pesando, né? Que às vezes hoje em dia acaba não ganhando o melhor, né? Se for para eleger sempre o melhor, Messi não tem mais que participar da Bola de Ouro, tem que deixar ele de fora e dar uma só para ele. E aí sobra mais um espaço. Mas eu estou muito feliz com o que vem acontecendo na minha vida. Eu ganhei um título muito importante com o Brasil, e como título importante vale, espero que isso possa pesar no final e eu possa sim estar entre os 3.
Gracias a todos. Obrigado.
Thank you very much. Obrigado, Neymar. I'm sorry, and apologies for having you waiting for an hour. Thank you. Thank you for your attendance, and we'll now bring this event to a close.
Have a nice day.